Good morning, everybody. Dr. Anita here from Mylon Family Chiropractic Center, right here in Bayville. So today I wanted to share a little bit about a conversation I had with a couple of patients yesterday regarding breakfast. How do you start your day? So I've never been a breakfast eater. My body just doesn't like food early in the morning. And I've struggled with that pretty much my whole life. When I was a kid, my mom hated that the boys and my brothers would eat and I didn't want to eat. So she would buy me those instant powder breakfasts that you added milk to. And I would just chug that down just to get some nutrients in. But she didn't know that it was loaded with sugar, and it really wasn't that helpful in my learning in school. And then I would crash from the sugar crash. So as I became an adult and started learning about nutrition, I thought, okay, I'm going to do smoothies because I really don't want to eat food. I don't really like eating food until after 10:30 or so. So I started doing smoothies. And what I discovered with my smoothies, even when I put some protein in it, I was loading it up with fruit, specifically berries because they're nice and sweet, and using organics and all of that. But I'll tell you what, again, the crash still happened because I was consuming a lot of sugar to start my day. I'm thinking about that this morning because I've been harvesting my green figs or my white figs off of my tree, and I had to have one this morning. But my body doesn't like eating in the morning. So anyway, we had this discussion yesterday regarding what do you do about breakfast if you're not a breakfast eater. So what I've discovered and explored through many years is obviously we need to have some protein in our body. We need to have some nutrients in our body. You can't just drink a cup of coffee. I was a cup of coffee, four teaspoon of sugar person for years, and I had to go cold turkey off of the sugar thing, and then, all kinds of side effects to going off of coffee, gave me headaches, whatever. I love a good cup of coffee. So what I since have done is I've explored adding protein to my coffee. And I've tried a number, I'm talking a lot of different proteins. I've tried vegetarian proteins. I've tried pea proteins. Obviously, everything I got was organic. And many of them tasted like, that pasty taste. They tasted horrible, but I figured it's one cup. I'll just chug it down. But I was not enjoying my cup of coffee. So one of the things I definitely did is I bought a hand frother. So you can get it on Amazon. I hate to promote them, but Amazon has them, very inexpensive, and it's whoop, 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 and battery operated, and it makes for your coffee to be a latte. And so I've gone from trying naked whey protein, which only has 3 ingredients in it. I found that my body does best when I use a whey protein. So I had to do a bunch of research on where's the best quality whey protein, grass-fed. Cattle is by far the best. I don't want any antibiotics. I don't want any hormones. And so I found a product. And then also you got to look at, good morning, Mary Lou. Are there sugars in these proteins? If they don't put sugar in them, are they putting stevia or things like that? So I found in some of those grass-fed proteins, they loaded up with the stevia or whatever, and it tastes horrible. Horrible. Stevia reminds me of the stuff that you used to, what is it, in the pack for diabetics. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. So, good morning. And so I didn't like those fake sweeteners. Although it's not fake, stevia is natural. I didn't love it. So what I discovered is I had to find a protein that was going to be number 1, tasteful, number 2, low in calorie content. I'm a chick. I don't want to have a bunch of calories to start my day. My God. So I really wanted to keep my calorie content down. So I found a product of grass-fed cows, organically pasteurized, raised, right? It is 90 calorie, and it doesn't taste bad. And it's 1 scoop of powder. It dissolves very readily. It's a very fine powder, which is awesome. But I also just recently discovered, I was in Lidl, because I love supporting Lidl. They have a lot of organic products there. I found a organic creamer. It is 30 calories for a tablespoon. It only has 5 grams of sugar. I literally put 2 drops in my coffee along with my grass-fed protein, whey protein, which also has collagen and a whole bunch of other wonderful essential amino acids in it. And I put that in my coffee, and it's a vanilla creamer, and it's organic grass-fed dairy. It's got organic cane sugar, 5 grams in a tablespoon. So I'm getting about 2.5 grams because I'm not even using 2 teaspoons. I don't even think I'm getting 2.5 grams of sugar in that. And it's 30 calories for a tablespoon. So I'm not using a tablespoon. So maybe I'm adding 10 calories to my 90 calories. So I'm getting 100 calories to start my day. And I'm getting wonderful, wonderful nutrition to begin my day, and I'm enjoying my cup of coffee. I'm using my hand frother and battery operated, and it's a wonderful way. So there are ways for you to have low calorie, high protein. I think the protein's 10 grams of protein, which is enough for a woman. Men might need more. So Naked Whey had 140 calories. I went through that big tub of that, but it didn't taste good. So these are things that you can do to start your day. If you're not a breakfast eater, there are ways to get protein and nutrition in your cup of coffee and start your day off with energy. Mary Lou, send me a message and we'll talk about what you're asking about. So this is Dr. Anita from Milan Family Chiropractic Center right here in Bayville, and we're talking about how do you start your day? What is your breakfast routine? Are you an eater or are you just a coffee drinker? There are ways to get your nutrients in. Any questions, please feel free, message me. I'd love to help you out on your health challenges to get you on the road to health and healing to be at your very best. I hope you have a fabulous day. Get outside, get some exercise, enjoy the wonderful weather. I'll see you on the next ride.